Hey, y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of She Sound Off podcast and my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mystique Moon. Hey, little stars. Y'all can see I'm back in my favorite spot in the world. I'm back by the waters because I am a water goddess. I didn't decide. I learned my higher self, my higher purpose, that I am a divine water goddess. So what does a divine water goddess have to do? Always ground by water. I want to talk about my protection candle. This is a black, the wax is black, and you use black candle wax or you use black candles to do work of protection. Okay, so you light this candle if you want to do a general protection over your home, over your energy, over the people around you. If you know or feel like there are people that's out there doing work against you, which can be as simple as talking bad on your name, talking bad on your opportunities, talking bad on your relationships, and generally overall just doing anything that can lower your frequency. The protection candle can definitely help you. It can shield you. Doing any type of protection work acts as a barrier or a shield on your energy. And the only way that you can be attacked mentally, spiritually, financially is if you are not protected. I like to do protection work every single day. I have to do protection work. So go to the candle workshop and get this protection candle. I also make them in the big sizes if you need a lot of protection. I make them in tea lit candles. So yeah. How to find and define your purpose. As I grow higher and more intuitive spiritually, I'm learning that a lot of people are having a hard time trying to find and define their purpose. I too was in that place where I couldn't understand my purpose. I was tired of, going to a job every day where I knew I wasn't serving my higher self, where I knew it wasn't serving me. I was tired of being in relationships and being surrounded in an environment with things that was not serving me. And I was always looking for my purpose. What is my assignment? What was I placed here on this earth to do? We all have a different reason to be here and be walking in our purpose. What is hard to do is simply walk in the best version of you, to walk in your purpose and to live it, because so many times we're too busy focusing on other people, what's going on around us, what are their success, what success looks like to other people and other people's lives, and we miss our own that key moment where you find your purpose. It takes for you to really hone into who you are, your higher self, spiritually, mentally. It takes for you to close out the outside world, to forget everything that you were taught. It takes for you to unlearn all the things that you were taught growing up and to really hone into your higher self spiritually to figure out your purpose. So that is what I want to talk to you guys about. All right, you guys, so how to find and define your purpose. A quick backstory for me. I've never been an entrepreneur. I've never spoke. This was about 2 years ago. I never recorded a video. I never did a podcast. I never got in the front of a room and spoke. I never did any of this before. But I knew that there was something more. It was like there was an ache inside of me. I would get up every day. I would go to work. I would take care of my children. I would take care of my family. I would serve my friends. I would be there for my friends, very loyal to them. And it was just always something missing. When I started to dive into my spirituality, that's when I got to study myself. A large portion, or the biggest key on defining your purpose, is studying yourself. No one can tell you what your purpose is. You have to find that within yourself. And the only way that you can find that is to study yourself. The only way you can study yourself is to close out all outside influences, close out the outside world, and really hone into you. A big part of that for me is meditation. Without meditation, I get messages through meditation. I get to quiet the noise in my head down, and I get to focus on me, my higher self, when I meditate. Once I started honing into my spirituality and just getting to know myself and studying myself, I learned that number one, Everyone is always coming to me and asking me for advice. Why is everybody always asking me for advice? Hell, half the time I didn't even know the answer, but I would find the answer for them. So I was always the person, that go-to person that people needed advice from. So I'm like, I'm on to something there. And then it has to be something there. Maybe that's my purpose. Maybe I'm supposed to just give advice. Maybe I'm meant to be an advisor. Maybe I'm meant to be a counselor, So I dived into that world just a little bit, and I'm like, that doesn't work, okay? I don't like working for anybody else, so maybe I'm meant to be an entrepreneur. So I dived into that field. Anytime I heard about an opportunity, I took it. I went for it. And I never hesitated. I was never ashamed, because I'm trying to find my purpose at this point. I'm trying to figure out what I'm meant to do on this earth. So listen, unapologetically, I was diving into so many different things. So I'm like, okay, I'm almost there. I'm getting kind of closer to that point. I know I'm supposed to help people. I know I'm supposed to use my words to help people. I know I'm supposed to have my own business because I can't work for anybody. Damn, that still doesn't work. Then I discovered that I had this knack for motivation. I noticed that a lot of the time when people would come to me and ask me for advice, it would be me inspiring them through my words, motivating them through my words. And so that's when I feel like I rung a bell. At that point, I'm like, damn, maybe all that entrepreneurship, helping people, motivating people, that's my niche. So without even thinking, I dove right into it. Now, I want to say I was very scared. The first thing I did was start a podcast, okay? Because that's how I channel energy through my words, my throat chakra. So I started my podcast, and y'all, let me tell you, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I promise you, I didn't know what I was doing. But what I did know is I was tired. I was tired of living a lie. I was tired of not walking in my truth, and I was tired of living every single day unhappy. We don't even realize that when you're not walking in your purpose, you're living an unhealthy life because you're not true to yourself. You're not living in your high self. I was tired of waking up every day. Everything appeared to be okay. Everything appeared to be working out. But inside, I was unhappy. Inside, I was miserable. Inside, I was sad, and I knew that there was more. And then after I got over my fear, it started to feel good here and here and here. Okay, it started to feel good. I started to get more confident. Then I realized, damn, I know my worth. Okay, so from podcasting, I felt like there was more that I had to offer, right? So I got a word, a channeling, a download through meditation, and it said, you're supposed to be on stage. You're supposed to be speaking. You're supposed to be spreading your word. Okay, I know I'm not a preacher now. Slow down, spirit. What are you talking about? I followed suit. A lot of times people hear these messages. A lot of times you hear the download, but because it's outside of your ordinary, your ego quickly kick in. And if it's not in your comfort zone, your ego be like, don't do that. Chill. You can't. Let me tell you guys, like, people don't understand the biggest issue that most people have. Your ego will stop you from doing that one thing that can change your life dramatically. Is your ego. Because your ego is designed to keep you safe. Your ego is designed to keep you within those boundaries and those comfort zones. And too many of us listen to that ego because we are afraid. We're afraid of what people might think. We're afraid that we might be successful or we might fail. So I got my first speaking gig, and what did I do? I dived in head first. Like, I got up there, I was afraid, I was nervous, I was afraid that I wasn't going to be received in the right way. I was extremely, extremely nervous, but I knew that I had to follow this because at this point, I'm trying to define my purpose and live in my purpose. I was trying to figure out what my purpose was. So it took several different things for me to figure it out. And then after I got on stage, even though I was afraid, even though I was nervous, I felt like I was at home. Even in that nervousness, I felt like I was finally, for the first time in my life, I felt like I was doing something that served me And in the process, I was able to help people. I can build a business on this, and I can use my words to inspire and to motivate. And so that's how I found out that this was my purpose, that this is what I was supposed to be doing. And ever since that moment, you guys, I have been doing everything that's in my physical power, spiritual power too, but I've been doing everything within my power to live in that, to walk in that, and to be that. Why did I tell you guys my story? Why am I telling you my story? How I found my purpose. I want you to understand that for me, it took several different things. It took for me to try several different things. And you know, the funny part is people will often try to tell you who you are. They will often try to tell you what you're supposed to be doing, because what reality looks like for them, they think that reality should look like that for everybody, and that's not the case, okay? How to find and define your purpose is you have to look within yourself. You step in those waters of the unknown. You have to try different things. You have to keep reaching. You have to reach deep down inside of you in places that you never knew existed internally. You have to trust your spirit. You have to take time to yourself so you can hear that those magic words that comes from source energy. Those words that come from source energy are words coming from your higher self. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that is you living in the best version of you. I discovered me because I studied me. And it's dope. And in doing that, I learned, I found, and defined my destiny. All right? Still working on it though, because there's still, listen, like I said, it's a journey. There's still a lot that I have to go and learn and understand about myself, because there's levels to this, okay? There's levels to Miss Mystique. Ooh, baby. Anywho, all right, you guys, I gotta go. I love you guys. Hopefully you got something from this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Again, you can find me on Instagram on She Sound Off. You can find me on my Facebook, The Candle Workshop, or She Sound Off. And yeah, I think that's it. I love you guys so much. And remember, first and foremost, self-preservation is the first law of nature. You have to learn to love yourself before you can love anything and anybody else in this world. Of course. I love you guys.